New Orleans, the Big Easy. That's the site for the Mavericks. An absolute spark on the hardwood. Luka Doncic oozes creativity, and his team will be feeding off of it as they anticipate the action here at Smoothie King Center. Mavs, Pelicans, only on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, NBA fans. In tonight's presentation, the New Orleans Pelicans face off against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Right out of the gate, Shaq, a few teams with championship aspirations underperforming.
Yeah, sometimes when everybody's picking you to win, it can go to your head, Ernie. That's when leaders have to step up and right the ship.
Well, sometimes the more talented you are, the more everyone wants the ball, and that creates chaos. In that climate, it could take time.
Kind of like on this show. Now here's Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, after all the turmoil in New Orleans last season, there's fresh air in the Big Easy. The Pelicans won the lottery and got #1 overall pick Zion Williamson. Not only that, the Anthony Davis trade brought in a surrounding cast of young star talent. The Pelicans have gotten a great head start on their rebuild. Kevin?
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And the injury story, when you're missing 2 players, including a starter, a lot of changes, rotations, and roles.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Nowitzki is out there with Doncic. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Lee in at the 2. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Colum is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Where you start in the standings could be very different, Clark, from where you finish. As a team, what do you do to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I think it's a combination of little things and guys getting more familiar and more accepting of their roles. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time.
Here's New Orleans. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Lee. Bucket is good.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Doncic outside. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Ingram against Dinwiddie. And that one's good. Ingram.
So I really like seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J. A lethal scorer who nails these shots regularly.
Dinwiddie outside. Out to Doncic for the 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Valanciunas finds McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat rate from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
No good from outside. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Doncic against Ingram. And he gets it to go. Doncic has got 5 now.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Now here's Ingram. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto. Pass to Williamson. And he dunks it right over JaVale McGee. Holy cow.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Lee outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Tipped away. Stolen by McCollum. And New Orleans pushing it up now. For 3, Bledsoe. And Lee pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 3. Back to Dinwiddie. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic finds Nowitzki. Fires from 14. Pelicans pull it in.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
And the basket by McCollum.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Washington. Doncic against Ingram. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Williamson. Yep, that one goes in there. He has 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Ingram. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Doncic.
Tell you what, he doesn't look that strong, but Nowitzki is a strong guy. I mean, easily getting off shots over aggressive defense there.
Here's Williamson. 17 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here's Doncic. Zion Williamson making his last shot. There's the triple. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Wasted no time on that one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Dinwiddie shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and sixth man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And Clark, you were talking about the injuries for Dinwiddie going into the 2014 draft. A torn ACL caused his drafting stock to slip.
I loved him in college, Kevin. In Colorado, I thought he was outstanding, and he actually had been talked about as a lottery pick. He ended up falling to the second round, and he's showing you he was worthy of being a lottery pick back when he was drafted.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Four on the clock. No good from Lee. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They have a 9-point lead.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here's Nowitzki, coming off a stellar performance against Washington.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's McCollum. Here's Williamson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Bledsoe against Dinwiddie. Lee outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Nowitzki. And he can't bank that one in. McCollum passes to Bledsoe. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Dallas calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Okafor is checked in for Valanciunas. And then for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Wright in for Lee. Mavericks trail by 11. Dinwiddie outside. Over Williamson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Okafor. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Pelicans leading by 13. It's Williamson, top of the key. It's Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Ingram missing. Mavericks trail by 13. Doncic outside. And it's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
White, he's checked in for New Orleans. Dinwiddie finds Nowitzki, and it's good, 2 points. Nowitzki's got 6 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The pass to Okafor. The dish to Ingram. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit. You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Now, here's Doncic. 20 points for him last game against Washington.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room. Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
White down low, right on him. Okafor kicks to Williamson. Nowitzki with the steal. And now the fast break. Nowitzki with the ball. Doncic, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Williamson with it. He's working on Nowitzki. Right side, White. McCollum, left side. 6 on the shot clock. Good. McCollum's got 11 points.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Dinwiddie against McCollum. Passes it to Doncic. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Here's White. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Nowitzki draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, I like that. Confidence and power on display by Nowitzki there. Even when the defense is bumping him and making it tough, he stays right with it.
Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. Not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal. Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And Wright kicks to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Okafor, and that one hits back iron. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
White against Wright. White dishes to Hayes. Pass to Satoransky. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 11. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Here's Nowitzki. The Mavericks shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
The free throw drops for Powell.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Pelicans leading by 9. On the court for the Mavericks. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Nowitzki is out there with Marjanovic, and it's Bertans in at the 3 seat.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Bertans following the score by New Orleans. And right, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
No good on the free throw. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the shot goes in.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Now here's Wright. 8 points his last outing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Mavericks trail by 14. Pass to Marjanovic. And Doncic. Here we go. Here's Nowitzki. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Nowitzki great at getting to the line. He's remarkable at just getting the defense to bump him and foul him.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances.
And he makes the first.
You know, it really shows on the face of Nowitzki how much he loves playing the game. And that kind of enthusiasm is infectious.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Okafor. The Mavericks also with a sub. Lee's checked in. And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And he makes that one. And that's 10 points for the waiter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First free throw is good. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. And so Wright nails both of them. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Satoransky up top. You saw him with 10 points last game. And very close to making the shot, but instead he'll go to the line for 2 on the shooting foul. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Valanciunas hits them both. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Wright looking around. Marjanovic down low, guarded by Valanciunas. He gets it in there.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Moore passes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Marjanovic. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Mavericks making the shot. White, good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Lee. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beyond the arc. The Mavericks rebound. That one goes in.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And it's right, sending it back. They retain possession. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Bertans kicks to Lee. 6 to shoot. In the corner, right with it, from past the arc.
I like how Bledsoe uses his athleticism to challenge shots and try to get into the head of the shooter.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. 5th on the list, JaVale McGee.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Right, the pass to McGee. Lee outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, I like seeing the confidence from Lee there. So good at understanding and recognizing when he should rise and fire.
Bledsoe passes to Satoransky, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night. Right against Bledsoe. Up top, Marjanovic. Taken away by Hayes. And now the Pelicans on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Satoransky. Stolen by McGee. Right against Bledsoe. And Wright kicks to Lee. And there's the pass to Bertans. Back to Lee. Passes it to Marjanovic. Over Williamson. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Bledsoe passes to Williamson. The shot from the low post is good. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
Now here's Lee. He dishes it to McGee. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in, and then for Dallas, Powell comes in for Marjanovic, and Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for DeLon Wright. That's good from McGee.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Lee against McCollum. He kicks it to Williamson. Here's Valanciunas. Makes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got 7 points in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The free throw drops for Lee.
You know, I look at Courtney Lee and I think of value-utility. He's a guy who's a veteran, but he brings great value and he's useful in a lot of different ways. And more importantly, he holds things together for a team in the locker room.
And both free throws good for Lee. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for New Orleans. At one point, they led by 16. Out to Ingram from the arc. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists now tonight.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes just light up. His shooting is just out of sight.
Pass to Lee. And here's McGee. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. And it's blocked.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Now here's Bledsoe. He has 6. Shoots from the elbow. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Here is Bledsoe. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Williamson, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Lee gets the bucket. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Now Bertans following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Here's McGee. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. Bledsoe kicks to Williamson. For 3, Ingram. They get it back.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Powell against Ingram. Clock at 6. Powell the pass to Bertans. Oh, that's blocked. But they'll get another chance. The lead now cut to single digits.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Bertans. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Really nice job. Excellent there at analyzing the pick and roll. Give Dinwiddie any type of passing lane, and he'll take advantage of it.
And there's 1:45 left in the first half of basketball. No good from Bledsoe. Mavericks trail by 9. Dinwiddie right side. And now the Pelicans on the break. And it's Williamson missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Lee kicks to Bertans. The 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Williamson missing. The Mavericks shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. Lee passes to McGee. Bledsoe comes over to help. Over in the corner, Bertans. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. So for the Pelicans, Okafor comes in for Valanciunas, and it's White in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Dallas, Nowitzki comes in for Dwight Powell, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Davis Bertans. And that one misses. Pelicans leading by 7. And here comes White, leading the fast break.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Stolen by McCollum. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
McCollum with the slam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Ingram. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Doncic.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Here's White, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's New Orleans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so big. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. At one point, they led by 16. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Lee with the steal. Nowitzki outside. Over Williamson. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, and you know, Nowitzki heats up quickly. Once he finds that rhythm, the defense knows they're in trouble, in for a long game.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Bledsoe. Launches it. The putback. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 7 rebounds in the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Lee's got 11 points.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Here's McCollum. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. McGee finds Lee. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Doncic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Bledsoe comes over to help. And McGee kicks to Lee. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Lee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, that's great awareness by Courtney Lee. Excellent at recognizing when his guys are wide open.
New Orleans in the lead. McCollum feeling it out a bit over Lee. McCollum, no good. The Mavericks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. For the lead, here's Nowitzki. Pass to Dinwiddie. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Doncic gets it to go.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. He's got 15. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
McCollum, and that one drops for him. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Lee outside. Doncic outside. Here's McGee. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Now here's Bledsoe. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. No good from Bledsoe. The Mavericks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Ingram with it. He's picked up by Lee, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Brandon Ingram. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hayes, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Etuan Moore comes in for McCollum. And Satoransky's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. To the inside, here's Nowitzki. It's blocked. And here is Williamson. He's got 16. Moore with it. Kicks it to Hayes. Clock at 4. Here's Satoransky. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Here's Dinwiddie, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
You know, the next step for Dinwiddie is to just become more consistent going forward, especially when it comes to scoring, because I think he does everything else pretty well.
White, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Pelicans leading by 4. Now here's Satoransky. Outside White. Back to Satoransky. Pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Now Satoransky. From outside off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fades back, and that one's good. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Satoransky against Dinwiddie. And Satoransky kicks to Williamson. Nice open look, but it's no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut to just 1 on the basket for Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 10 points. Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Here's Williamson. And the basket is good. Williamson's got 22. Mavericks trailed by 3. Dinwiddie passes to Wright. Back to Dinwiddie. Powell, no one around him. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's deflected.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And so Wright nails both of them. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Wright drives in. Over Wright. White, good. 16 points for him.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Now, Wright. He's got 5. Doncic finds Wright. Out to Doncic for the tie. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Okafor. It's good. Okafor's got his first points of the night.
Excellent concentration that time by Okafor. Even with the defense in his face, he never lost sight of the hoop.
Dinwiddie outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Okafor in the post. Powell's there, and it's Okafor missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Doncic. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. Moore with the steal. Here's White. Pass to Satoransky. He can't get that one, and it's Dallas the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Dinwiddie finds Wright. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Williamson is checked in for Hayes. And Dallas with a change here, too. Bertanis, he's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. 1:49 left in the third. Right outside. Here's Bertans. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here is Wright. Back to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Williamson. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. No good on the fadeaway. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
Now, here's Bertans. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. White against Doncic. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Satoransky with it. He has 6. Here's Williamson. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists tonight. Passes it to Wright. Here's Bertans for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Moore's running, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
We come back right after this. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job. Let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Wright is out there with Lee. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Powell in at the 5. Pass to McCollum. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wright. Pass to Bertans. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Doncic kicks to Wright. Here's Powell. The kick out to Wright. And the pass to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Powell, that's good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Here's Williamson. It's McCollum on the wing. Over Lee. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 15 points in just the second half. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for New Orleans. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Shot to stop the run. Here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputed. The personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Doncic against Ingram. Nowitzki. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Right, the pass to Doncic. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Powell, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Spotting up and knocking it down. Ingram with the sweet touch.
Dallas leading by 6. Now here's Wright. Doncic outside. Ingram comes with the double team. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Powell. Now McGee. 5 to shoot. The dish to Wright. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bledsoe against Wright. And Bledsoe, here we go. McGee with the block. And they'll keep possession. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
It's Ingram on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. The tray. And it's Ingram missing. Mavericks leading by 6. Dinwiddie outside. Ingram comes with the double team. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Shooting 2.
That's good from McGee.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Both free throws good from McGee. Pelicans trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Bledsoe. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
It's a quiet, rugged demeanor that Bledsoe plays with, and he doesn't back away from anybody on the court.
Doncic against Ingram. Here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. It's McCollum with the drive. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And the Mavericks call time here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Ingram attacking. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Bledsoe comes over to help. Here's McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That's good from McGee. Both free throws good from McGee. Pelicans trail by 4. And here's McCollum. And he comes up with the deuce. McCollum's got 23 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Doncic against Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
To tie it up. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. On defense, the Mavericks. A 2-point game. The game now all time. And that's now 25 points for C.J. McCollum.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes it to McGee. Lee outside. Here's Doncic. And it's good for 2. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. McCollum dishes to Bledsoe. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
McGee finds Doncic. Back to McGee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Valanciunas. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Okafor is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. The offensive rebound. And it's Williamson missing. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Dinwiddie passes to Lee. Now here is McGee. The feed to Nowitzki. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Williamson dishes to Okafor. 4 on the shot clock. Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Lee.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Doncic against Ingram. Lee outside. Here's Nowitzki. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Hey, Father Time has yet to slow down Nowitzki, a go-to guy in important spots in the game, and a confident clutch shooter.
Here's Ingram. The shot off that time, and it's Dallas the other way. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. They get a hand on it, stolen by Bledsoe. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Ingram outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 8th assist in the game. Ingram against Doncic. Lee outside. Nowitzki right side. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
Bledsoe passes to Williamson. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lee kicks to Dinwiddie. Over Bledsoe. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. Shoots over Ingram. Doncic, no good. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. McCollum and the Pelicans miss again. The Mavericks shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Pass to McGee. And Okafor with the block.
And the reach of Okafor cannot be understated. I mean, when he's around, he's very good at getting those big calls up quickly and batting shots away.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. .44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Doncic against Ingram. Doncic, no good. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession.
Oh, what a finish!
Good. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Dinwiddie against McCollum. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Feeds it to Powell. Nowitzki in the post. Oh, no good. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 3. 3 seconds left in the game. Here's Doncic. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And so timeout taken by Alvin Gentry. Here's Williamson. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
And Greg, he knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To staying together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.